You sit in bed at night, you engage with every single negative thought. You get lost in them. You can't focus for more than 20 minutes. Your brain is completely fried. You think that's normal. No, it's not. On the other end of the spectrum, we have the top 1% guy. He has complete mental clarity. He can focus for 4 hours non-stop. He's disciplined in everything he does. He's always in a complete flow state when he's doing his work. The difference between most of us and this top 1% guy is that the top 1% guy is mindful in everything he does. He's completely present. See, our goal is to transition into that top 1% guy, the top 0.1% guy. And the way we do this is through meditation, and specifically mindfulness. Mindfulness is a type of meditation in which you focus on being intensely aware of what you're sensing and feeling in the moment, without interpretation or judgment. And to note down the benefits of mindfulness, it reduces the effects of intrusive thoughts, improves all relationship quality, improves focus, it even improves how your food tastes. It improves everything. It literally improves everything about your life. How you see nature, how you interact with your mom, how you eat your favorite junk food. To practice mindfulness, essentially what you need to do is find a nice quiet place to sit in, preferably one with nature. Close your eyes and focus on your breathing, and only that. Thoughts are going to pop up. Don't engage with them. Observe them without any judgment. Don't even try to dissect these thoughts. The thing is, while you're practicing mindfulness, your mind is going to wander. You can't control that. And you can't control where your mind will go. When you realize that your mind has drifted from the present moment, gently detach from that thought. Bring yourself back to the present moment. And that there is 1 rep. The reason why I say that is 1 rep is because when you're practicing mindfulness, you're training your mind to always focus on the present moment. You're making it easier for yourself to detach from those thoughts, to focus on the present moment. And think about your brain like another muscle group. The more you do some certain exercise, the more you do a bicep curl, the easier it becomes, and then you have to increase the weight. That is the same as disengaging from the thoughts in your head and choosing to focus on the present moment. I want you to start doing this for just 2 minutes a day. And you think that 2 minutes is insult. I can do this for 10 minutes. But you won't. You will not. At the beginning, you probably won't be able to practice mindfulness for more than 2 minutes at a time. And that's okay. We're not trying to be master meditators on day 1. The goal is to progressively overload, to improve as much as you can. So you start off with 2 minutes every day. Then once that gets easy, you switch to 3 minutes, then you go to 5 minutes, then 10 minutes, until you get to 20 minutes. The important thing with this is as you practice mindfulness, you create a distance between you and your thoughts. And that reduces the effects that any thought has on you. This factor is especially important in battling intrusive thoughts and anxiety. I want you to think about a fire. The smaller the distance between you and the fire, the more the harm it will do. So by increasing your distance from the fire, you'll feel less and less heat, until eventually you'll be so far away that you feel nothing at all. That fire is your negative thoughts. As you increase the distance between you and your thoughts, they will have less and less of an effect on you, until literally you will think about the most negative thing, and all you will say to yourself is, that is a negative thought, as my fear of abandonment thought. You will label your thoughts. They will literally have no effect on you. Earlier on in this video, I said that mindfulness massively helps with reducing anxiety. But how would it help? See, mindfulness has been scientifically proven to reduce the size of your amygdala. The amygdala is a cluster of almond-shaped cells located near the base of the brain. Its main function is forming the core of a neural system for processing fearful and threatening stimuli, including detection of threat and activation of appropriate fear-related behaviors in response to threatening and dangerous stimuli. Your amygdala is responsible for all your fear behaviors, for all your fear reactions. So by decreasing the size of that, you decrease the effects that it has on the rest of your body. Your anxiety is heavily linked to the size of your amygdala. When you have anxiety, your brain will perceive someone staring at you as a life-threatening experience, thus activating your amygdala and pushing you to a fight or flight response. This fight or flight response may make you feel anxious, it may make you feel on edge and aggressive. Whatever the response is, it doesn't matter. The amygdala is responsible for that. And the beautiful thing is that MRI scans show that after 8 weeks of practicing mindfulness, the size of the amygdala on patients appear to shrink. As the amygdala shrinks, the prefrontal cortex, which is related to awareness, concentration, and decision making, gets thicker. And while this happens, the connection between your amygdala and the rest of your brain becomes weaker and weaker. Connections between between areas associated with attention and concentration gets stronger and stronger. What this means is that your brain will be less sensitive to threatening situations. Obviously, there are some life and death situations that your brain will be completely aware of, but for the most part, it will become less sensitive to things that you used to perceive as threatening, like walking through the streets, like giving a speech, like walking into a room full of people. And because your amygdala has gotten smaller, it means that whenever you're in a situation that your brain would have perceived as life or death, your fight or flight response gets weaker and weaker. There's so many benefits that mindfulness brings. Mindfulness is a meta skill that if you master it, or if you even improve it, every single aspect of your life. It will improve your social skills. It will improve your relationships with others. It will improve your ability to study. You will be more present. You will have better conversations. Your food will be more delicious. It will help so much with your relationships because through mindfulness, you'll be able to stay in the present moment for much longer. And you'll be able to focus on what the person you're talking about is saying. And when you do this, the other person that you'll be conversing with, they'll be able to see that you're fully present. They'll feel that all your attention is dedicated to them. And this will make them feel better. It will make them feel special. And they'll want to be around you more. I'm going to give you a tip that's not related to the video. If you ever want to get to a girl's heart, make her feel special. None of this, just ignore it. Text, ignore it. This. Make her feel special. You have to start practicing mindfulness every day. There are many apps out there that you could use to practice mindfulness. My personal favorite is a map called Medito, spelled M-E-D-I-T-O. The app itself is free and there are no in-app purchases. I recommend you go and download Medito because it will teach you much more than whatever. Alright, if you stayed until this point of the video, this is just going to be like an unfiltered section. So I've shot this exact video, like this is my third time shooting it. Because the first time I shot it, my camera wasn't on. The second time, it wasn't focusing. Now this is the third time and yeah, it's much better. But yeah, just thank you for watching the video. Subscribe. I hope you're improving. I hope you're pushing yourself every day. I hope you're leaning just over your edge. I hope you're seeking discomfort. And honestly, I don't know. Anyways, I love you boys.